You know that if not for Khmer Rouge, Cambodia would have been in the place of where Singapore is today. Because at that time, Cambodia was the #1 country in Southeast Asia. And Cambodia would have been in Singapore's position today. But they get in there. I still support Cambodia, stand with Cambodia, solidarity all the way. Well, I would say to any expat or anybody visiting Cambodia, come with an open heart. Leave your bad habits at home. Nobody's out here to get you. Be nice to people because people will be nice to you. And there's nothing wrong with being nice to somebody. Be yourself. That's what I would say. Enjoy the scenery, enjoy the sun, enjoy the life. Don't take advantage of people because you see people smiling. They also have feelings too. And if you have bad habits that you're not aware of, when you come here, you're going to be aware of them. Today, hello, Soksabai.
Soksabai.
Cambodia has allowed me to actually be the person that I've always been.
Yeah.
The person that I've always been in the Western world that wasn't accepted because I was either too nice or too smiley or too friendly or too this or too that. They hated it.
Yeah.
And then I've come to Cambodia and I've seen my kind everywhere. So that is what I would say that Cambodia has done for me, is allow me to be my true self and my true nature without having to pretend to be a hard guy or a gangster or this thing or that thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's what I would say Cambodia has done for me. Cambodia is great, man. Don't let people deceive you.
You travel around the country, or you're more like enjoying the city?
No, I travel around the country too, but most times we've been Kampot, Kep, Mondukri. The only one place that I've still never been to in Cambodia is Ratanakiri. It's the only one place that I've never been. So it's on the list of places to go.
Yeah.
You know, we've been to Kep, Kampot, Sihanoukville, Korong, Rabbit Island, Siem Reap, and the whole nine, right?
Yeah.
But only that one place. I would like to go there. I think it's on the northwest of Cambodia. I've not been that way. But I can tell you that Cambodia has been greener from when I came till now.
Some people are worried about Phnom Penh is taking away all the nature. You know?
Yeah, but you have to make a balance. You have to draw the line between modernity and tradition, right? So if you're a modern city, a lot of things are going to disappear. A lot of other things are going to appear, right? Because at the end of the day, there's also a thing called evolution, you know? So the way Cambodia was in the 1200s and the way it is today is two different things.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So there is some places that will retain these ecosystems from tradition. And then obviously there is going to be places where it's going to be modern and new. And it's just a thing about accepting evolution, because we evolve every day and it's never going to stop evolving.
You're right.
So you see, like all the new things that have sprung up in Cockpick, for instance.
Yeah.
This whole thing is new. The whole backdrop there is new. Everything is new. See the UK here. So there's a whole new evolution going on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You want to be starting something, you got to be starting something. So you want to be starting something, got to be starting something. Hello. So today, some Cambodia tak bi, but cold one.
So we're getting ourselves to Cambodian water.
So we're doing Cambodia water today. You know, we need to hydrate the culture.
Of course.
And we love Cambodia, so we support Cambodia, you know what I mean?
Do it for the culture.
Yeah. Akon. Oman.
Oman. People. For you, what is the best thing for you about living in Cambodia?
For me, it's like you're free, but not free to be stupid.
Yeah.
But free is like you're out of the matrix type of free, you know? And it's like, you know, like Bob Marley said, be like water.
Yeah.
Water takes the space of the container that it's in. So I'm like water. So now I'm in Cambodia, I'm Cambodian. So I'm like water, you know what I mean? Yeah, and this Cambodia water is so good. Because sometimes when that song beat you. It's funny because when I came to Cambodia the first time in 2018, it was February of 2018, right?
Yeah.
I didn't even step in the country, so to speak. I was on the plane.
Yeah.
I just got out of the door of the plane, stepping onto the stairs, and I was just like, bro, I was telling my friend, Ash, yo, I like this place, man. And he was like, yeah, me too. But we hadn't even talked to nobody,
Yeah.
right? And then we got off the plane. We walked down, we did the immigration. Immigration was super nice, friendly. And I kept telling him, yo, I think this is the place, man. And he, because we were supposed to go to Philippines. So because I came here, I never went to Philippines, right? Maybe Philippines would have been the place too.
Yeah.
But somehow we got off the plane. That was our first experience of, I like this place, right?
Yeah.
My friend Lam, he told us if we wanted to hang out, we should go to Pontoon. So we went to Pontoon, and the first Cambodian song I heard was a song from Tempo Tris.
Yeah.
I didn't know who he was at the time, right? And everybody was dancing like this. Everybody was dancing traditional like that, right?
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, this is Cambodian hip hop. That's how they dance, right? Okay. So I'm learning, right? And then fast forward 2 weeks, I'm now in Clap Your Hands. The world is small, and Tempo Tris and Chi, they grew up together. And I met Tempo Tris in person, and he was a really cool dude, right? And guess what? I called my friend in London. I was like, yo, remember that song that we heard in Pontoon that you like?
Yeah.
Here's the guy right here. And he was like, yo, oh my God, like that. So it was a funny experience, you know?
Yeah. Cheers, bro.
Yeah, man.
What is life?
Water is life. Cambodia, water is life.
Hello.
Sasadai.
How are you?
Bye. I went everywhere, Brazil, United States, New York, Houston, Texas, the whole nine, Europe, and in pursuit for this music career, right?
Yeah.
And most of the time, it's either they don't want to listen to me or they're too oversaturated to even care what I have to say, right?
Yeah.
And I decided that, you know what, maybe I should go to Asia because I've been everywhere but Asia.
Yeah.
And I had a friend here, Lam, but he goes by the name of Lam. He's like Cambodian, Vietnamese. And I used to know him in Belgium. Yeah. And he used to organize this Asian for Real party once a month. Yeah. And I used to be the MC for that party. The first few times I did the party, I was surprised to see the amount of Southeast Asians, especially Cambodians, that turned up to that party. It kind of shocked me. And in my mind, I was like, yes, I should go to Asia because I think that's where I need to be. But I don't really know anybody in Asia, right?
Yeah.
But fortunately, when I came to Cambodia, I knew Lam, and Lam knew the owner of Clap Your Hands. He goes by the name of Mr. Sok Vizal. He managed to get us a meet. And he also said to me, listen, whatever happens between you and that label is between you and the label. All I wanted to do was get you interview with Sok Vizal, right? If Sok Vizal likes you, fine. If he doesn't like you, we go look for something else. But you know, I don't want to take credit for anything. That's what he told me, right? Yeah. And his advice to me was, if they can like you here, they'll like you everywhere else. That's what if they accept you in Cambodia, they will accept you everywhere else. Yeah. So that's the advice he gave to me. And I thought that's a good advice, you know? So I met up with Sok Vizal. He liked what we did. He sent me a couple of songs. I went back to Belgium. I recorded those songs in the finest studios in Belgium, sent them back. And then he offered me to come to Cambodia if I wanted to join the label, and I'm like, yeah. So that's how I became the first international artist from Cambodia record label.
This was 2017?
2018, mid 2018, June 2018, yes.
That's good.
Remember it like it was yesterday.
Yeah.
So I came, signed with the label, dropped a couple of songs just to introduce myself. They had viewings on YouTube at the time because at the time nobody was really into TikTok. Everybody was into YouTube. Yeah. And then I did the one song with Vutia, Onsa I, and that's the song that kind of opened the door. That was the third song that I did in the label. Yeah. And that song kind of like opened the door, brought about the acceptance and the fans and the love, you know? And then we were going on a steady high rise until COVID. So when COVID came, everything just went crashing to the floor, and then we had to go start again, right? So, but you know, the legacy is already there from Onsa I. And then we had to start building from scratch because the whole game changed.
Yes. Was it like an easy transition to transit to the Cambodian culture here, or if it was difficult, a little bit difficult for you?
Well, for me, I would say, okay, first off, I'm from England, right?
Yeah.
So I come from a hostile place. You
Yeah.
know, people hate you because you're black. You know,
Yeah.
they throw shade at you if you're too. They think you're arrogant if you're confident.
Yeah.
They get mad at you because you're confident. They get mad at you because you're smiling. I come from this kind of place, right?
Exactly.
But that also, my my father is Nigerian, right? So I've also been to Nigeria,
Yeah.
right? And in Nigeria, it's a different mentality. It's similar to here, right? So in Nigeria, like here, you would have people just happy to see you, that you exist. You know what I mean? Having lived that experience in Nigeria as well, I see a lot of similarities more than differences between an African country and Cambodia,
Yeah.
an Asian country, a Southeast Asian country, right?
Yeah.
So this made it easier to transition because I just feel like I went back to an African country, but in Asia. I felt like it humbles you, it teaches you how to respect others, it gives you a fresh perspective of life. To me, it doesn't really make it difficult. So today,
Yes. That's it.
you see the locals are very friendly and they're very nice and they're very polite. So to me, that made it easier than when you move to a place where people are hostile against you just because you exist as somebody who's looking different from them. So did it make it easier or did it make it difficult? I would personally say to me, from my perspective, it was easier to transition. Now there's other aspects like the cuisine, like the language. What I would say is, yes, of course, I don't know how to speak Sanskrit, you know?
Yeah.
Khmer language is derived from Sanskrit, but you can always learn, right? That's one thing. And then second thing is, the second language here would be English.
Yeah.
So, and people don't shy away from trying to talk to you in English if you cannot speak Khmer. And they're not mad at you if you don't speak Khmer. Obviously, it comes in your own advantage if you can speak it, you know? And it's never too late to learn. Once upon a time, this place used to be a colony of the French, but barely anybody speaks French here. So my French is not as useful as it would have been if they all spoke French, right? But I speak English too, so I find a way to communicate. For the cuisine, it's a bit tough because half of the things that they eat, it's similar to what they eat in Nigeria, but I'm a picky eater anyway, right? I've been a picky eater since I was A high, so it's kind of hard for me to eat certain things because my brain gets fogged out. So you know, I if they like it, great. I'm not there to be judging what they like or what they don't like. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and I also find things that I like, and I just go to the things that I like. By chabalai, for instance.
Yeah. Bacha.
Yeah. So I eat by chabalai. I eat what's that dry fish called? Tray something. I forgot.
The dry fish.
Yeah.
With rice.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then you know, there's sometimes if we want to go Western, we go to pizza places. We go to all these new age restaurants.
Yeah.
You know, and someone chicken, rice, balai, vegetables. So it's the whole nine. So there's always something for everybody.
Exactly.
That's how I see it. So for me, was it difficult? Not really.
Do you still have like any challenges so far, or you like fully adapt to the culture here?
The main challenge that we coming from the West usually have is communication, right? So it's the technique and the skill of communicating here is quite different from the way we would communicate in the West, say in America, say in England, say in France. So that sometimes can be a bit challenging, like when you're driving the bike and somebody hits you and then they start smiling. You know, so you're expecting them to say sorry. Oh, there's my ticket money right there. So this is Khmer reals. Right? This is 500 reals, right? And if you have two of this, you can cross that water to the other side at Exat. See, I'm total local now.
And that's true. Just 1,000 real.
1,000 reals.
We need one more. So on the
So
way.
we need one more 500, and then we say that the land has given to us. You know what I mean? So. So yeah, you get on the boat over there. See the boat right there? Can you see it?
Yeah.
See the boat right there? And it's from there to there. This is Phnom Penh. That's also Phnom Penh, but it's called Araksat. 500 reals and you're there. And They're building the bridge, but they haven't started yet.
Really?
Yeah, it's there. The new bridge that crosses from Ariksat to Norea City. So this is the newest project, one of the newest projects in Phnom Penh, that they're building this bridge that will cross from Ariksat to Norea City.
Oh, that's cool because they only have that one Trochanvar bridge.
That
So,
one and one that's way like 20 kilometers down
yeah.
near the macro. But who want to be driving 20,
Yeah,
40 kilometers every day?
That's too far.
Yeah. So what they're doing is this bridge connects Cockpit to Norea City,
Yeah.
and then the bridge, I think it's Phnom Penh Bridge, or I don't know, or Cambodia Bridge or something, that will connect Ariksat to Norea City. So then you're connected. But if you live on this side, you come to Cockpit, cross over to Norea, and then you can just cross over to Ariksat.
Oh, okay.
They already built the connecting road at the back there, so they're ready,
It's cool.
and they're moving swiftly.
Yeah, one thing I love about Phnom Penh here is the development here is crazy.
Yo, it's fast. Look at this building, for
So
instance.
fast.
I remember when they started it, and look where they at right now. And not just this building, because there was that one over there.
Yeah.
See that one over there?
Yeah.
And then the one behind this one, they were all under construction as well at the same time. And this was the last one that they just started the foundation whilst these ones were still under construction. And look at where they at. So you got to look at the bridge. I remember when they were building this bridge as of 2021, I think it was.
Yeah.
We were wondering what it was going to be like. We didn't know because all those metals for the bridge, they were all on the floor right here. We actually did a video of Rutko. Rutko is one of our artists that passed away 1 year ago, January 6th. And I was part of his video, OGK or OKG, I think it's called. Original Khmer Gangster, OGK, yeah. And I remember myself, Rutko, and Vin Vitu, we stood on the pile of rubble and metal right here.
Yeah.
This bridge did not exist. There was cranes, there was all sorts of things, but there was no bridge. And we stood here and we did that video right here. So if you go on Rutko's page, you would see a video of Rutko called OGK, Original OKG, Original Khmer Gangster. And you will see me in the video and Rutko and Vitu, and we're standing on the pile of metal that they used to build this bridge. So for me, today, for me, that's a nostalgic moment right there. And I like to do music for the people, a music that can stand for something, you know what I mean? So yeah, that's what we do. We do that every day. We got this one song. We had this project called Neo Roots, and one of the songs kind of stood out because it kind of worked with the situation in the country, with the border clash with Thailand at the time. And that song was called One Love, and people really loved my verse. People have been asking my version of that song.
Yeah.
So I've been working on releasing a version of that song that is my version of that song, and that song is gonna be called "Or Smile Cambodia." And I might just sing a cappella for y'all.
Yeah.
And it goes a little something like, "Oh, smile Cambodia, you've been through much hardship and pain, yet you reign on top. Your children are peaceful, we don't indulge in no evil." No, the girl could see me. That song kind of fits the aesthetic for this. So I had a lot of people in the comment section of these videos that I put out on Facebook and IG and TikTok, and they asking when is your version coming out? We want to hear your version. This is why I went ahead and did it, because I was listening to what the people are asking for, right? So the people are asking for this, so I decided, okay, you know what? Let me go ahead and give the people what they want, you know? The kids want to hear my version of "Oh Smile Cambodia," so I give it to them. I just wrote something from the bottom of my heart because Cambodia did for me what the other countries wouldn't want to do, right? England didn't do it, America didn't do it, even Nigeria didn't do it, you know? So for me, I felt like I owed that much at least to Cambodia to commemorate what Cambodia did for me, you know what I mean? And what can I do in return for Cambodia, because I felt like Cambodia deserves that, You know what I mean? So I even did that one song called "We Are Wailing," where I was showcasing the life of kids in poverty, Cambodian kids in poverty, right? So, but it didn't reach the big audience like I would have liked it to, but it's not too late, you know. It needed, maybe I needed to have done this song to be able for people to be able to see that song, you know what I mean? But I've been doing that since I did the song for the girls, for the women, like supporting women's rights and all that, you know, here, you know. So I've been doing that. But you know, most of the time, people always jump on the trending things first, right? And what better than to trend with something that you really want to be trending? You know what I mean? Like trending, doing stupid dances is one thing, but trending, you know, giving back to Cambodia with your music and your art form is a whole different ballgame. You know what I mean? So that's, you know, I decided to put that verse the way I did it in that song because I felt like, okay, the song fits the aesthetic. It also has the traditional instruments where the Western instruments meet the tradition. Expected to go as far as it went, and now people are demanding, they want to hear my version of the song.
Exactly.
Yeah, working with Clap Your Hands is great because you get freedom of expression, right? And you get a good direction as to how and where and when and what to go. This is Clap Your Hands right here, KYH, Clap Your Hands, yeah. And as a pioneer in Cambodia for alternative hip hop and traditional hip hop music, it's a privilege and an honor to be in Clap Your Hands, you know, as the first foreign artist in Cambodia doing this, you know. So I couldn't have been in a better place, so to speak, you know what I mean? Yeah, so Clap Your Hands gives the incentive and gives the freedom of direction, as long as you're not, you know, going off topic or going out of bounds, you know. We're not about that. We're about the people. We make music for the people. So yeah.
Your sound is different from what Cambodians are used to. You make more like a Afrobeat, Afro piano, and hip hop, a bit of a reggae, right?
Yes.
What do you think about your style of music fitting into Cambodian kind of style of music?
Well, me as an artist, I'm very versatile for starters, right? So that means that I do a whole bunch of genres of music that's inclusive to urban music. So hello. So that's the style of music that I do, which because I sing, you know, as long as it has a melody, it could be Afrobeat, it could be Amapiano, it could be hip hop, it could be soul, it could be Afro soul. That's what I do, right? So now including it into the Cambodian ideology, it's simple because there's a relation between Cambodian traditions and African traditions. So that's using samples, old samples from Cambodian legends and old Cambodian music allows to create that bridge between what I'm bringing and what Cambodia is bringing. Yeah, and that becomes something new.
Yeah. How so far you've been making this music in Cambodia for the past 5 years?
Yeah.
Correct me if I'm wrong.
8 years.
8 years. How has Cambodians adjust to these sounds, or do you think Cambodians are getting used to it now, or it's still new to them?
Well, it's a bit of both because there's an evolution going on. It's a young market, a lot of young artists in the game, not really much older generation to look up to, right? Clap Your Hands is the first like alternative hip hop label in Cambodia, 20, between 20 and 25 years. So that's not long ago. That's in the year 2000, 2001. It's still new, but it evolves with the times. Over time, it will reach a broadband because there's also Cambodians international. Like there's a lot of Cambodians in America, for instance, right? So most of my fans have always been Americans, Cambodian Americans. They really like support, you know, the fact that here's this guy, black guy, coming to Cambodia, you know, supporting Cambodia and bringing a new kind of life to Cambodian music. For them, it's kind of like a marriage, right? So it's only a matter of when, you know. And the new generation also, they with the internet, you know, social media, so they know what time it is. So they see. It would be an honor and a privilege for them to have an artist from here that is known worldwide, coming from Cambodia, with either a Cambodian sound or a mix of Cambodian sound and international sound. Why not? I happen to be that guy, so yeah.
That's good. That's good.
So the evolution is upwards.
So what are the changes that you've noticed? Bringing Afrobeat mixed with Cambodian sound. What has been the change you've noticed since
Well-
this past 8 years for you?
Well, the changes is the acceptance of the fact that there is more than one genre of music, for instance. Because when I came initially, it was everyone wants to be a rapper, which is fine, because hip hop has always been like the pioneer, But at the same token, there's been a lot of acceptance with the African culture as well. It's not new for me, but for them it's new, right?
Yeah.
So the Afrobeats, they've accepted it and they're still accepting it. There's a lot of Afrobeat parties. We did a lot of Afrobeat international shows, and we had a lot of good responses. And we still on the verge of organizing more Afrobeat shows and content and whatnot. And there is a good influx and a good marriage between traditional Cambodian and, the foreign African Afrobeat, soul together. A lot of artists starting to try to sing Afrobeats with their Khmer language, which is interesting. So that's evolution and so. Afrobeats made a big wave internationally with the likes of Rema and Burna Boy and Davido and Wizkid, the whole nine. So, what's the girl? Tyler, Ira Star, Tiwa Savage. The list is long. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So eventually, they've now started to accept the fact that, these Afro beats, they're really good. There's a different style of music from the American music that they usually know, right? So now they have these international newbies to look at and look up to. It shows because they're inspired by these guys, right?
Yeah.
And they start to mix their music, their hip hop ideology of the Cambodian music with the Afrobeats ideology as well,
Yeah.
And it makes sense because these are genres that are here to stay, and it only can expand further. Like everybody that I know that has come to Cambodia, every foreigner that I know that has been in Cambodia, be you American, be you Australian, be you African, be you whatever you are, we all have the same feeling about the place. You know what I mean?
Yes.
If you notice, you hear me saying Susudai a lot to people because people recognize me because of that one verse, O Smile Cambodia, and people are really accepting,
They embrace it.
They embrace it. Hello, Susudai, Soksavai. So you see, people are really nice. Susudai. So it only makes sense to be, action breeds reaction, like Bob Marley said, right? So Susudai. So me, I'm a very social person also. I accept it for what it's worth. I give it back to them as they so deserve, you know what I mean? I'm not an extravagant person. So I don't drink, I don't smoke type.
Oh.
But food is quite cheap here if you're not trying to go over the top. I'm someone who tries to stick to healthy things, but at the same token, every now and then I dibble and dabble in certain things, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I would say the rent is cheap. So living is cheap. Food is cheap. Health-wise, it's also cheap.
Yeah.
If you maintain a good standard of health and exercise, then you're not spending more than $300 a month.
What do you think about the healthcare here? Have you been to the hospital here, or
Yeah,
maybe
I've been to hospitals here. I know.
experience
I
having
had a friend. I have a friend who just recovered from cancer. So they do their checkup. Hello, Susudai. Bon appetit. They do their checkup at that hospital.
Yeah.
And with the insurance, international insurance.
Yeah.
Me, I don't fall sick, so
Yeah.
I don't really be going to the hospital like that. But I do know somebody who recovered from cancer, and I had to be a witness for them in the hospital. And that gave me an insight to how they do things here, So, I mean, everything is evolution, bro.
Yeah.
The Khmer Rouge did a whole lot of damage, set the country 50, 70 years back. And look at where they're at now. So you got to respect that, That's how I observe it. And I think it can only be better from here on, because like a lot of Cambodian foreign citizens with dual citizenship, they returning home with their expertise in all different works of life, be it sports, be it healthcare, be it the entertainment, acting, singing, tech. They're all coming back and they're all bringing their expertise, and that is also helping, build the nation as well. Maybe it's not in my place, but I say it how I see it. You need to be here to live here, to understand it, to believe it. This type of peace of mind, the money can buy it. Family values on a high, it's priceless.